Hi, I'm Linda, and today we're going to do a short but pretty intense right away Vinyasa flow, working on up to inversion. So we're going to work up to the forearm inversion, um, to an arm balance maybe, or maybe even scorpion. But even the build-up steps are really a great prep to work on that upper body strength. So come to the top of the mat without further ado. Start the Ujjayi ocean sounding breath. Let's take three deep breaths here. And begin with some salutation A. Inhale, reach up. Look up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back to plank and lower. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, walk to the top of the mat. Flat back, look up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Reach up. Exhale, arms down to the side. Okay, again. Inhale, sweep up the arms. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take it back, maybe right into the low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up, dog. Exhale, downward dog. Looking forward, inhale, hopper walk to the top of the mat. Look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Reach up. Exhale, the arms down. All right, let's go ahead and go to sun salutation B. Bend the knees, sweep the arms down and up. Inhale. Exhale, fold over, straighten the legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, bring the heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. And now inhale, step the right foot forward, plant the back heel. Come on up. Reach up, warrior one. Exhale, take it back down, step back, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step forward, left foot, plant the back heel. Come on up. Reach up and exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hold downward dog. Looking forward now. Inhale, hopper walk to the top of the mat. Straighten the legs, look up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Sit low, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, come on up. All right, let's do one more like that. Bend the knees. Sit low, reach the arms up. Look up. Exhale, fold forward, straighten the legs. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step forward the right foot, plant that back heel. Bring it up, warrior one. And exhale, bring it back down, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, back heel planted. Come up. Exhale back down. Step back and lower. Inhale. Hold up dog now. Keep bringing the heart forward. Keep bringing the shoulders back. Draw the lower belly in. Tops of the feet are pushing into the floor. And over the toes, downward facing dog. And then drop to your forearms now. So forearm, downward facing dog, looking back. Then looking straight down in between the arms, coming forward, the upper body. Inhale, exhale, push back in between the triceps, looking back. Inhale, look down, come forward. Exhale, bring those shoulders back. A few more. Forward, inhale. Exhale, back. Again, forward. Exhale it back. Last one. And back. And then let your toes just slide away back. So you're coming out and down to forearm plank. And rock forward and back a little bit. Good. Holding steady. Drop the heels. Raise the right arms. That's a little bit of a break here. Raise your hips. Reach your right arm over. And coming back, regular forearm plank. Drop the heels to the right. Raise that left arm straight up and then over your head. Raise the hips as high as you can, making like an arc. Good. And coming back, hold the plank. Two more breaths here. And go ahead and drop to your knees. Come on up and then sit back into child's pose. And come on up. Okay. All right. Gonna build it up from here, bring up that energy a little bit. So we're gonna walk back out now, come up to downward facing dog. Raise the right leg into the air. And then bend the knee, bring that foot forward in between the hands. Stay on your back toes, come on up. Arms overhead. If you like a little extra back bend, take the thumbs back, look up. And then exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come up. Arms overhead. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring them forward. Hold, reach forward. And then take the hands down. Raise the right arm up. Then turn the chest as much as you can toward the ceiling. And take that right arm up and over behind you. Look up. Then exhale, look down. Bring that right arm underneath the front leg. Inhale up. Exhale under. Inhale up. And bring that hand back down. Step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. And take the left leg up into the air. And then bend the knee, bring the foot forward between the hands. Okay, on the back toes. Hold the lunge here. Maybe bring your hands to the thigh or as the other side. If you tried it, bring your arms overhead. Look up. Take the thumbs back if you want a deeper back bend. Then exhale, reach forward. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Hold. And take the arms down. Then raise the left arm up. Inhale. Keep it up, up, and then back to the left. Turning the chest as much as you can toward the ceiling. And exhale, look down, sweep it under. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, under. Inhale, up. And exhale, bring it down. Step back. Lower all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, lift. Cobra. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift. Roll it down. So keep doing this for a little while. This will help warm up the spine. If you do want to try the scorpion when we practice the prep for the arm balances and maybe building up to scorpion. So warming up the spine a little bit here. Okay, stay down now. Take the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, lift the chest and hold. Two more breaths. Keep taking the hands behind you. Keep trying to lift the chest. And release. Go ahead and come up onto the knees. Sit back into child's pose. Good. And then coming up to plank. And we're just going to alternate for high plank here on our hands and then taking it down onto the forearms. And then back up. Okay, so alternate. Back and forth. Kind of switch which hand goes first, raising you up from forearm plank to the upper plank. Okay, and downward facing dog. Raise the right leg up into the air again. Exhale, bring the foot forward in between the hands. Stay into this lunge here. Then we're going to walk the hands forward. Go ahead and bring the back foot in a little bit and then lift up. Back leg. Bring the hands forward, but they're still on the floor. Keep lifting the back leg. Then walk the hands in. Take a full standing split, hands on each side of the standing foot. Looking at your shin. And then lift the chest, look forward again. Bend the standing leg, bend the knee that's in the air. Tuck it in. Okay, so the left knee comes into the back of the right standing leg knee. Okay, then inhale, straighten both legs. Left leg in the air. Exhale, bend and lower. Continue. 3 more. Good. Last one, leg in the air. Exhale, you bend. We're going to lower all the way down. So when it bends behind, just take the foot down on the floor and you have a seat. So you're already set up for a twist here. Now twisting to the right. Take the right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder, left arm in front of that right thigh. And look back to the front. Bring both hands down onto the mat again. And bring that left leg back up into the air. 2 more times, bend, tuck it under, raise it up. Again, bend the knees lower. back up. And then take that left foot back down behind you. Good. Back to that lunge. Step back. Go through a vinyasa if you like, or right to downward facing dog. Then left leg up into the air. Exhale, bring the foot forward, staying on those back toes. Then step the back foot in just a little bit, hands forward on the floor, raise that back leg. And walk your hands now closer to each side of the standing foot and take your standing split. Then lift the chest, walk the hands forward a step, and bend the standing leg and bend the other knee. Tuck it in to the back of the left knee. Inhale, straighten both legs, right leg in the air. Exhale, bend and lower. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. A few more. Continue. Okay, and the next time you bring it in, tuck it in, go ahead and just set the foot down onto the floor. Sit back. So sitting now, take a twist to the left side. All right, look back to the front, bring the hands back down on the mat, and all the weight on the left foot, raise that right leg in the air. And two more of the bending, crouching down, and then inhale, lengthen that right leg in the air. Exhale, lower. And lower. And now let's look down, take the right foot back behind you, back to the lunge. Step back, come down to the forearms. Walk the toes now in, so like downward facing dog, but on the forearms. Looking back at your feet. And now look straight down, come forward. And exhale, come back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, push back. Again. Push back, look back. Slide the toes away, coming down to forearm plank. And then same thing, come forward. Let the forehead almost come to the ground and then push back. Come forward on the toes. Dip down a little bit and come up back. One more. Come back. Hold plank. Walk the toes again and lifting the bottom up like downward facing dog, and then push both hands into the floor at the same time. Off the elbows, downward facing dog. And then let's go ahead and walk the hands now toward the feet for a nice, well-deserved forward fold stretch. Take the first two fingers, reach around the big toes. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Go ahead and repeat that or slide the hands under the feet, push down onto the palms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold if you can. Okay, inhale, look up. Repeat, walk the hands back out for downward dog. Okay. And then drop to your knees. Sit back into child's pose. Okay. Now we're going to go right into perhaps kicking up into the forearm balance. Okay. So have plenty of space in front of you if you are ready and confident to do this without the wall. Okay. If you want to use the wall, I'll show with and without the wall. So first of all, from the wall, if you are going to use your wall, go up to your wall, make sure you have your art and so forth not in your way. And then you're going to take your forearms down. Your fingertips are probably about 6 inches to a foot away from the wall. Okay, depending on if you're okay with a little bit of a back bend when your feet come over to the wall. If you're not okay with that, then bring your fingertips a little closer to the wall. And you're on your forearms. You can kind of start like child's pose and then lift up. And then you're going to raise one leg up only, okay? And then let's say we're raising our left leg. We have our right toes on the floor, bend the knee, and then just push off and lift. Okay, practice a little mini hop. And then if the leg touches the wall, great. You can bring the other one up. And then look down in between. Maybe take one leg away from the wall. Looking in between your arms. Maybe take the other one away from the wall as well. Okay, and then come down. Child's pose. Okay, we're going to play with that a little bit. So if you're okay not using the wall, keep doing that. If you're at the wall, it's gonna build up right away. Gets pretty intense pretty fast. So without the wall, if you want to try that as well, come down to your forearms. And to not have such a fear of like falling over or kicking over, we're just gonna do little mini hops at the beginning. So on your forearms. So walk your toes in, walk your left foot, let's say, closer into the body with the knee bent. Okay, and you're on your toes here. And then the right leg is right behind you, and then you're gonna take it behind you and then kick off, kind of lift it, push, and just mini hops, just a little lift. So trying to take the back leg straight up. The other one will kind of follow, but not trying to bring both up right away. Okay? So one leg up, kind of feel that balance come down. When you feel you have a balance, kind of play with that. Maybe you can bring both legs together, maybe not. Okay, and let's try that on the other side as well. So the right knee's bent and the toes are on the mat. Looking down, kick off, lift. Try that a couple times. If you like the back bend, you want to work on scorpion, you have the balance, take the toes over the head. Try to keep bringing your head through to look up. When you try to come back out, bring those legs up and lower down. Whew. Take a child's pose when you're done. In fact, completely relax child's pose. Take the arms alongside the body, palms up. Bend the elbows a little bit. Okay, so we kind of built up to that fast. So, of course, if you're not ready for that last step, just work all those steps that we just did on the way there. And eventually you'll have that where you're ready to kick up maybe with the wall or even without. If you feel like you're going to flip over, you can kind of go into a back bend. It's not so scary. If you've practiced your back bends and you're okay, I can demo that too. I'll go ahead and demo a flip over just to show you what could happen if you aren't using a wall and there's too much momentum. But that's the thing, is you don't want to use so much momentum, and that's why you just want to go up gently with the balance. So little mini one leg up. Okay, so let's say you're up here and you're gonna flip over. Then your feet can go down Not so bad. You can push your hands on the floor and go into a back bend, or just press your hands and lie down. Not so bad. Okay, and then roll on up and try it again. Okay. All right, let's do it one more time. Yeah. Are we tired? I don't know. Let's try one more time. Maybe you've been at the wall the whole time, and that feels good too, to have that wall there for now to work on the balance. Okay. Forearms on the floor. Lift, bend, and lift one. And if you don't want to bend your back, just try to keep your legs straight up. You can even then eventually turn the head, look straight behind you. And then, whew, the head might come to the floor, kind of a close to a headstand, and lift it. And come down. Rest. All right, so enough of the arm balances today. Go ahead and have a seat now. Bring the legs forward. And let's round the spine. Lean back for a little half boat. And then inhale, raise the arms overhead, sit up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up, and let's round the spine back again. Maybe raise the legs, taking half boat here. You're going to hold here for 5 more breaths. Inhale, come up, bring the legs down, arms overhead, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And come on up. All right, so let's lie down. Get ready for our some of the finishing sequence here, starting with bridge. And if you want to do more of a restorative one, just grab your block and put it on your lower back. Okay? Since if you had practiced the scorpion and you feel it really deeply in the back, go ahead and grab your block for a variation. Gonna go ahead and lift the hips, put the block underneath. And if you're not using a block, interlace your hands underneath your lower back. Walk those shoulder blades together. Okay. You want to have a little bit of a deeper one. Come on your toes, lift your hips higher, and turn the block the tall way. And find a nice place where it feels good. This is really actually a really nice one if you have the block. You can just kind of sink in and stay here for a couple minutes even. Maybe after a little bit, adjust the block, maybe bringing it a little bit higher in the back if that feels nice as well. Close the eyes. Okay, if you're planted and using the block, so you feel pretty sturdy, go ahead and try raising the right leg straight up. And lowering down. And if you don't have your block nearby today, just doing any kind of bridge or bridge, raising a leg as well, or maybe the full back bend. And let's go ahead and remove the block. Lower down, bring the knees into the chest. And then roll forward and back. Let's take one more forward fold. And come on up. And if you want to continue with our traditional inversions that we go through at the end of the practice, we're going to go into shoulder stand now, or maybe another option, just the legs up the wall or just the legs like this. Okay, otherwise we're going to swing, grab your waist, try to bring your elbows close together as you walk your hands up your back toward the floor, and then bring your legs straight up if you can. Keep your gaze up. So if you are at a point where you're feeling pretty comfortable here, your heart rate will start to go down in the shoulder stand, okay? But if it feels tense and it's really hard to hold the posture, just take your feet over your head a little bit and hold your hands on your waist. Okay, so this one is a nicer, gentler version. So in the shoulder stand or the modification, we're going to hold about 15 more breaths. After a while, it might feel crunched in the chest. Press the back of the head into the floor and lift the chin a little bit away. The chest comes toward the chin, rather. And let's go ahead and bring the toes over the head toward the floor into plow pose. Interlace the fingers, shoulders toward each other. Palms on the floor. Let's roll on down. Straighten the legs. Puff up the chest. Fish pose. Drop the back of the head on the floor. And then readjust. Try it one more time. Push the elbows in the floor. Puff the chest up. Crown of the head, placing it right on the floor, looking directly behind you. pretty much the opposite position of how we spend the most of our life. So it's nice to be in these counter poses. Now push the elbows into the floor, bring the chin toward the chest, lower down. And bring the knees in. Let's go ahead and take a little twist here. Take the arms out to a T and drop your knees over to the right side. Look over your left shoulder. And then look to the ceiling, bring the knees up, drop them to the left side. Bring the right shoulder back down. And then look back up, come back up. And come on up and let's do a headstand. So a lot of inversions today. Setting up for a headstand, come down on your mat. Once again, if you want to use your wall, go ahead and use your wall, but try to set up the same way each time. Have that good form. Possibly double your mat here. Okay. Interlace the fingers around the elbows. Interlace the fingers now in front of you. Open the palms. And let the back of the head rest there. Take the crown of the head on the floor. And lift. Okay. If there's any neck issues that you're having, just lift your head and practice this. Just hold and build up how long you hold. Maybe raise one leg. It's an intense practice in its own. Nice inversion, and you are upside down, okay? Practicing headstand, the crown of the head is on the floor. Walk the toes as close as you can into the body. Bend one knee into the chest so the hips are right above the shoulders. You feel the balance. Okay. Bring it up. Try lifting your head from the floor. So push the elbows, push the arms, and try lifting and hold. Go down as needed. Go ahead and find half headstand, lowering halfway down. Pause there. Come back up to full headstand. And then lower the feet to the floor. Okay. If you want a little core move, bring the legs back up. Exhale, lower. Back up maybe a few times. This is once you have your solid headstand. And let's go ahead and come down, take child's pose. And let's get ready for deep relaxation now. Go ahead and lie down. Just let the head turn a little bit left and right, kind of loosen the neck a little bit. And then raise the right arm, make a fist. On your next inhale, hold your breath and squeeze and hold, hold, hold. Exhale, release down. Inhale, raise the left arm, make a fist, tense the arm and hold. Keep holding and squeezing. Exhale, let go. Raise the right leg, tense every muscle in the leg, squeeze all the way up to the buttocks, the thighs, the calves. Exhale, let go. Left leg, raise it, tense it, tense, tense, squeeze. Exhale, let it go. Draw the belly in, let it rise. Raise the head now, look over your right shoulder, come back to the center, look over the left. Come back, bring the chin to the chest and take a couple breaths. The chin lifted. And then slowly lower down. And scrunch the muscles of the face. Open the mouth, stretch the jaw. And now release into the floor, being still. So staying where you are, I just want to read a short passage from this little amazing book that I don't know what led me to order this book, but it's by James Allen. It's called As a Man Thinketh, and it was first published in like 1903, I believe. But it is brilliant. Like every word, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. It is brilliant. It is completely timeless advice, and it's about our thoughts. Basically, make our life and our character and the power of the thoughts and the effect on our health and everything. So I'm going to read just a short passage here. And of course, when he writes, he says man, but I, of course, interpret that's as human, not just man, as we know. Man is made or unmade by himself. In the armory of thought, he forges the weapons by which he destroys himself. He also fashions the tools with which he builds for himself heavenly mansions of joy and strength and peace. By the right choice and true application of thought, man ascends to the divine perfection. By the abuse and wrong application of thought, he descends below the level of the beast. Between these two extremes are all the grades of character, and the man is their maker and master. So we are the master of our thought, the molder of our character, and the maker and shaper of condition, environment, and destiny. So coming out of our deep relaxation now, take a deep inhale and reach the arms overhead, stretch the toes. Exhale, release, bend your knees, roll over to your side. Slowly find your way to a seated posture. Thinking about those words, hopefully, maybe that can influence or the thought patterns that you're having. If they're not positive right now, put a little switch on that and see how that affects your day. Let's inhale together now, reach up. Palms together in front of the heart. Be kind to yourself and find something right now positive that you can bring to mind, something that's meaningful to you. A statement of gratitude or something positive to look forward to, something uplifting. Bring that forth. And hold on to that. Take that into your day. Thank you for being here. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed that. And until next time, bye bye.